Here's another trade that I've just spotted out on the EURUSD, and the execution time frame for this is in fact the 2 hour. Now, first and foremost, what I've seen in the last 2 days, today is Thursday and it is now the 1st of September. Now, EURUSD, if we can look around this zone, this region, yesterday's daily low, well, basically where I put my daily support, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts at piercing through the daily support and yesterday's prior day low, which was held well as support. And today I've just seen one. Okay, if I just zoom in, I've seen 1, 2, 3 pin pattern. Okay, I've just literally entered this 3 minutes ago, 2.5, 3 minutes ago on my phone. I'll show you this as in a moment with the risk reward and so on. But I've seen all of these rejections, and especially this 3 pin pattern 1, 2, 3 straight through once more today. And as you can see there, 1.1132 is holding pretty strong, pretty firm. Now, my upside target, this one is pretty, it's going to be more or less I won't really say intraday trade, but I don't think it's going to last more than 2 or 3 days. So I entered after the green candle there, after the third candle close, third rejection. My target, whoops, wrong end, sorry guys, long. So I went long. My target is, I'll just show you my stop first. So we had the low 1.1127, 1.1107. My stop loss is there, 20 pips below, just to give it that breathing room. And then my target for a 1-to-1, it had to be right here. Okay, 1193. But for this trade in particular, I am actually going for a target of 1 to 1.5. Right there. But I will be watching it around 1.1200. Okay, so I more or less don't have a specified target zone for this. I do believe it's going to hit 1.1235. However, I'm going to keep it at 1 to 1.5. So that's the trade, more or less based on this 2 hour price action here. But if we look at the higher time frames, if I show you the daily, okay, so the daily recently from the last time we looked at EURUSD, hang on, I'm just going to show you this on the actual proper daily time frame to remove some of the noise. We had the shooting star and we've had the MA crossover as well, but I believe this to be a very, very firm area of support right now. So I believe we can come all the way back up perhaps to around maybe this region. See where they've got the tweezer bottoms here as well. The 1.1200, anywhere between there and 1.1235. So I reckon we could see a bounce before going any lower, or if this is going to be a keen reversal point, because I'm also looking at higher low, potential higher low here, because on this daily time frame I have 1, 2, 3 pins. The daily, no, it has not closed yet. However, I do believe we could maybe see some upside. I think EURUSD is relatively exhausted at the moment and can do with a little bit of a pull to the upside. Looking at the 4 hour time frame as well, yesterday we had a huge bullish engulfing 1, 2, 3 pin pattern there too. So even if we went long after this 3 pin pattern with the stop loss 20 pips below the mid low there, which is the middle wick, our stop would still be in relatively a safe position if we were to enter that yesterday. So I'm trying to combine the time frames here. So this area, the area of support, sorry, I haven't modified that one just yet. On the 4 hour, let me just go and do that, copy, paste. So as you can see, from the 4 hour time frame, we do have a more or less a perfect hold on this support zone right now. The price action is relatively choppy either end. It hasn't really, none of these candlesticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 5 candlesticks on the 4 hour time frame, the momentum is just dying. Okay, so this could call for a potential sudden spike and reversal, and this looks to me like a little bit of divergence. The momentum is going lower, it's creeping lower and lower, but it's failing now to make new lows, okay, which could be a hint of reversal. So that's my trade, guys. Looking at support on the daily, I'm looking at exhaustion on the 4 hour time frame, and a lot of this is from experience as well, which you will get after a lot of chart time. And then more or less my entry is on the 2 hour time frame after a 3 pin pattern which closed nearly 7 minutes ago now. So I'm in a 1 to 1.5 risk reward. I'm risking 40 pips here for a potential gain of 64, and I'm looking for this to be completed, and I will be closing out before tomorrow's market close, Friday the 2nd of September. So that's the trade. Let's wait until the aftershock. Guys, welcome back to the EURUSD. Explosive move in price, currently 40 pips up. And I'm about to just take this trade off and I'm going to close it because we have non-farm payroll coming up very, very soon, okay? So, well, the pre-release to non-farm payroll. So I do believe this could just be a short-lived spike before the news, and I'm just going to be, more or less safe than sorry. We do have a huge move up, I did say. We could have an explosive move, and we have in fact got that. But I do believe maybe around these areas now, just before we hit 1.1200, we could in fact see some kind of reversal back to the downside, especially when this candle closed in 26 minutes. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take 40 or so pips from this trade. Stop loss held well, as you can see there. We did in fact come all the way back down once more for another retest of the support zone. And one more here as well. Held very, very firm, very strong. Again, importance of key levels. And as you can see there, we've shot up. So I'm taking this trade off, and that I'm going to put 40 pips. That's 34 pips. I'm going to close it now on my phone, 1 second. Okay, I've locked in 43 pips on this trade. 33 pips, sorry. 33 pips, quick trade, sudden fast movement. If I didn't see such a huge bolt in price before the news, I would have happily left it. But again, I'm just going to take this trade off. Live trade, I have 3 lots on this, so that's just over £1,000, and I'm happy. So just a quick one. It may well hold firm and go straight through my target, by all means. I'm just trying to get I'm highlighting different trade opportunities and different structures we can actually look for in the market, and that was one. Before and after, the execution was in fact on the 2-hour time frame. And again, as you can see there, we came down for another retest before actually shooting all the way up. Fast sort of move before news. I'm getting out of this trade. Better to be safe than sorry. I hope you enjoyed this trade. 33 pips in the bag. Great. Good day for me. Well, that took around 2 hours. 2 hours, because I went out, got a haircut, and now I'm back. So yeah, thank you. Hey traders, I don't normally do this. Obviously, I took out the trade in the last segment, but I just had to come and share this with you guys. So I did take the trade out around 33, 34 pips, and all in all, I did that because of non-farm payroll. So non-farm payroll came out shortly after, and I've still got the risk reward on there. And as you can see, the target was pierced and penetrated, and it actually pinned all the way up to 1.1235. What actually happened though was, as you can see the daily high which we plotted on there? So we have the daily highs, we have the doji that spiked beforehand, it pulled back a little bit, the news came out, and the news pushed the price all the way through the higher end of the daily highs there, and then boom, whipped straight back down. If we look at the higher time frame as well, we actually closed as a shooting star on the daily. How did the weekly close? The weekly is red. Yeah, we closed the shooting star on the daily in the Maribozu. So EURUSD, we spiked, we hit our key level of resistance there, and then we're pulling back. And as you can see on the 4 hour as well, the 4 hour time frame, same thing, bearish engulfing off the daily highs. So once again, daily highs rule on that one. And yeah, it's one of those ones where we're ready to now reverse. So I took the trade out, even though it did in fact hit my target and pierce straight through the level. It's still a successful trade call there, but I wanted to be more safe, because easily with non-farm we could have seen this spike the opposite way, hit the stop straight through the daily lows, and then reverse to the upside. So anyway, for the week ahead, I'm bearish on the EURUSD, and it'll be quite exciting to see what happens now. Yeah, so we're coming into September, new quarter of the year more or less, and yeah, there's non-farm payroll. Let's see what happens for the month ahead.